Hi guys. Okay, so I got a couple things. First thing, let me pull these. Full moon. Something must be happening on the full moon. An M, which could be Romans, and an element. Element, moon, and an M. I'm gonna look. Just because I have my glasses on. Okay, full moon. Harvest, celebrate, gratitude, endurance, results, forgiveness, perfection, completion, consciousness, illumination, elimination, acknowledgement, celebrating, accomplishments, refining and perfecting one's approach. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, I was talking about the new moon meditation or the new moon divination that I have on my webpage, and I did a video on how to do it and what you go over. You can do it on your own. If you want to buy a packet, it's like $2 on the webpage. The link is in the description below. Just go to mysticmoonshop.com and click on search digital downloads or something like that, and it'll pop right up. Anyway, and that is full moon. You start on the new moon, and by the full moon, you should have a pretty good grasp of, if you're on track. At that full moon point, you adjust and you make adjustments so that hopefully by the time the new moon rolls around for the next month, you're farther into it than you would have been if you just skipped the full moon part. Okay, so the other thing is, well, let me do this. Let me finish this. I haven't shuffled, I haven't gotten ready yet, but I got stuff to talk to you about from yesterday. Okay, full moon. The element is fire. Sun, passion, energy, transformation, creativity, inspiration, spiritual awakening, summer heat, cardinal, orange, south, and yellow. And the final one is, it's a Roman letter. Transformation and rebirth, goddess Mat. Third eye chakra, intuition, insight, growth, spiritual growth, motherhood, material instincts, nurturing, femininity, and duality. So I've heard all those words multiple times in the last, I don't know, couple days. In the name of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, I rebuke all evil that seeks to harm me. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I cast out any darkness attempting to infiltrate my life. Your light shines brighter than any shadow, and I stand firm in your protective embrace. Let any negativity and demonic influence depart from me now. Amen. And I did that because I haven't done those yet today. I did some stuff, but I've been way off today. I've been doing things that I don't normally do that are totally like not in my, my routine. So my routine is a little off today. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was the fact that when I got done with the read for yesterday. Oh no. Yeah, you read for yesterday. I was picking up the cards, and there was a lot of, like, I don't know, weird energy in the past. And I kind of briefly looked into it when I was doing the read. And a lot of times, it's kind of my fault because I don't really dig into the past a whole lot in these reads. And sometimes I probably should dig in a little deeper. We got the Queen of Pentacles coming out. Anyway, when I was picking the read up, after I got done with the video, I looked into the past a little bit deeper. And if you remember, if you don't remember, it was about two women. It was actually a younger man. It was kind of a competition. There was a lot of chaos and a competition going on. And by the time it got to the unknown and it went through what to do and the hopes and fears and the outcome and all that, it was basically just, Spirit's got this. Don't worry about it. And I think I even called it Have Faith, 222, everything's going to be okay. Anyway, well, I dug into that past a little bit deeper, and what I realized was I should have dug into it a whole lot more, and that's why I'm bringing it up now. Guess I don't need these glasses. So what happened in the past, the Page of Swords in reverse was confirmed to be working with one of the queens. And there was two queens and a page and a queen. And anyway, I confirmed it, with Spirit that yes, they were working together. Well, working together does not necessarily mean on a job, but it can. If they're working on a project or they're working on something, it'll come up as working together. Anyway, it turns out that this was actually someone's son that was showing up as the Page of Swords in reverse. This is an immature person who's young and they're impatient. They're, a young person, a typical young person. And by young, I'm saying, somebody in their 20s, maybe early 30s, maybe, I don't know, maybe 35-ish. Younger, not mature, not wise, just on the border of wise. For me, I personally feel that the first Saturn return is it coming into adulthood, okay? And the first Saturn return happens at 28, and it ends at 32. And it is a new level of responsibility in astrology. And that, to me, is when you grow up. But it doesn't mean that you're totally, grown up at that point. You could be still kind of immature. There are people who don't really, grow up then. But the reason why that's significant in this read is that somebody took advice from this Page of Swords about one of these women. It was kind of a third party type situation where, and the advice was, do I marry this one particular woman? And the youngster, their advice was, no, don't get married, just have sex. Don't have sex. And unfortunately, that advice blew up somebody's relationship and caused the competition that was going on between these people and all of the trying to avoid heartache and all of that chaos and confusion and crap that was going on. Yeah, that was because somebody took the advice of a very young, very inexperienced person who really wasn't qualified to give that advice in the first place. And it blew up in their face. Blew up in their face because the person that they were saying just have sex with didn't want that, and they ended it. They left. There was no continuation. So it was really bad advice, and I wanted to like bring that up because there was a lot of chaos and a lot of confusion, and there was a lot of stuff going on with these women. But I don't think these women were actually the ones that were like really competing with each other, except for there was one woman who was competing with another woman, and she was really pissed off. She was like really after this other one. She was mad because of this kid's advice. I don't know if I cut these. I think I did. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to say was I noticed, and I would love to hear from anybody else who knows or has experienced this. I have not researched it yet. I haven't asked my guides about it yet. But when I first started noticing numbers, which I was a kid when I started that, it was 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, so on and so forth. Angel numbers. And I would see them everywhere. I'd see them on license plates. I'd see them on, billboards. I'd see them on addresses. I'd see them on the clock. I see them in bank statements. I'd see them everywhere. And I've always acknowledged them, and I've always known what they were. Well, I would say over the last, I'm going to say probably over the last couple of years, specifically, over the last year, really intensely, I have noticed that I don't see those numbers hardly ever anymore. I don't really see, I do occasionally, but it's very rare that I see 111 or 222 or 333. 333 I see quite a bit, 444 I see quite a bit. But for the most part, all the other numbers, occasionally 999, but I think I've been in an ending cycle lately. But what I do see is sequences. And every time I look at the clock or look at something, and usually it's the clock that's doing it. I only see, I don't see those numbers that I used to see anymore. I see sequence numbers, or I see 626, 545, 121. You know what I mean? There's always two numbers that are similar with an odd number in the middle. And I am not entirely sure. I mean, I always look up what the meaning is, but I'm not sure what the meaning of those sequences. I will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes they're in descending order, sometimes they're in ascending order. And I see those more than I see any other numbers anymore. For most of my life, I was seeing, repeat numbers, 888. 555. Now I see these other numbers, and the weird part about it is that's all I see. I don't see the other stuff anymore. It's kind of like, how did this did this come about and why did it come about? Okay, the present. No clarity or no truth. It is the Ace of Cups. I mean, this Ace of Swords. There we go. Ace of Swords in the reverse. That is, it can be lying. I usually see it as not having clarity on something, which kind of can be the same thing, only not having clarity has no malicious intent. It just, where lying does have a malicious intent. Explain the lack of clarity. It is a Queen of Cups in the upright, strength, and it's be carefree, go with the flow. A change, possibly, of some sort. Things are turning. It's kind of like, okay, what I'm getting is, it's like you're headed down a path and you pause and you look to the right and you look to the left and you look behind you and you look in front of you and you're not really sure which direction to go, so you just kind of pause. Not sure why strength is here. Maybe she needs strength in the place that she's in. It shows that there was some delay, some lack of movement in the past, or the Chariot in reverse, no forward momentum, no moving ahead. But so it appears to be a confusing time, a slow time, and not, what do you call it? Why can't I think of the word? The word is gone. Whew. It appears to be a time where it's just not time to move forward, but it will be very shortly. Things are just not clear. That she just doesn't know where she's supposed to go or what she's supposed to do at this time. But instead of being concerned, it's kind of like, just, be carefree and go with the flow. You don't have to do anything. Challenge. Focus. So there's a lack of focus. Is this financial? It looks like maybe financial issues. No? Holding on? Yeah, holding on. Okay, so there's burdens. There's no face-to-face meeting. There's somebody holding on, being miserly, hanging on to something that they probably should have let go of, and it's actually causing burdens. But they're focusing on it, and they're not defensive. Focus. Not hanging on. So the lack of focus is causing stress in this person's life. There's things that they should be doing. There's things that they should be focusing on, but they're not doing anything. Bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. Oh, well, that would explain that. That's why the carefree, go with the flow, the strength. Okay, and then the challenge, focus, happiness. The challenge is being happy. Beetle, good fortune. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So, the challenge part, she's focused. Or she's not focused. No, she's not focused. She's having a hard time focusing. Right. Or somebody's having a hard time. I don't even know if this read is about her. I don't know if this is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups. And I'm not even going to ask right at this moment. I would rather figure it out as we go. Okay, past. That which has passed. Somebody in denial and refusing to accept. Walking away. Done with the situation. A King of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles. And no message of love. No victory. So, there was a relationship between a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. They're both upright. Somebody walked away from it. Or maybe both of them walked away from it. There was no victory, no message of love. There's that little bastard, the Page of Swords. Okay, sorry. I just had a flashback of yesterday's read. This is what I was talking about. I didn't look into the past very deeply yesterday. And now here he is. He came back up in the past. So this might actually be the same thread. Yeah. So what about this Page of Swords? Personal internal battle, time for a separation, a good financial partnership, and a fight. This is the one I was talking about. This is the person who gave advice. Maybe it was a King of Pentacles that he gave the advice to about the relationship, saying, don't marry her, have sex with her. And he blew up this person's entire, and I think it's a father figure. It could be a father figure, could be a father. I don't know for sure what it is. but it was, I mean, you wouldn't think that a father would be asking their son for advice about their love life. Now, would you? I mean, how truly lacking in confidence, lacking in your own ability would someone have to be to not to ask for advice, okay? I don't think asking for advice is a bad thing, but living by it. You know, basing your decisions in life on what that young person told you. That's kind of a problem. In my opinion, I personally would not go to somebody younger than me and ask for their advice. I would go to somebody older than me, wiser than me, knows more, has done more, and has some kind of experience with what they're doing. If I went to somebody who was younger, I would really have to have a large amount of respect for this person and know that they run their life very well and well enough for me to hang my hat on their advice. Anyway, this guy's coming up as a Page of Swords, who in years to come, like a grown-up Page of Swords would be it would be a Knight of Swords or a King of Swords. And the King of Swords is an older swords person, and he would be the perfect person to ask advice from because he's moral, ethical, truthful, cautious. He doesn't, but the Page of Swords is not cautious. He's not cautious in any way, shape, or form. He's young. He flies off the handle. He's impatient. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. He just says what he thinks when he thinks it. And it may not be the same way tomorrow. So we actually have here both the Page of Swords so it looks like maybe this Page of Swords knows that they screwed up. Because you've got the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, all in the same section, with the outcomes being a big fight and no victory. No town square celebration, no, celebrating with the neighbors. This advice tore two people apart. And I think this Page of Swords knows that they were the reason why it got torn apart. Because they've got here personal internal battle, time for separation, a Ten of Pentacles, and you don't want to start that fight. You don't want to start the fight. Or, you don't want to confront. It's like he has something to say to the King or the Queen of Pentacles. And the advice is don't do it, because you will be demolished, because you will be. But the bottom line is, the king or the queen of pentacles is the one who took the advice. So can't really blame this guy. He was asked for his advice. He gave his advice. It goes on to the person who took the advice. What that has to do with anything, I'm not really sure. Let's see what the T says. But that is kind of what's coming up here again. Heart. Love, deep affection, and caring. Rat. Someone working against you behind your back. I'm going to guess that that's the Page of Swords. I'm guessing, well, I'm not guessing. Okay, I'm feeling that the Page of Swords did it knowing it would have a bad consequence. I don't think it was an accident. I don't think it was a mistake. I think maybe jealousy. Maybe, yep, jealousy. This person's ego got in the way. They were jealous. They gave bad advice on purpose, hoping that it would have the effect that it actually did have. So now we have no clarity. And be carefree, go with the flow. And we have a hard time focusing on something, so it sounds like somebody is having a difficult time. Is this the King of Pentacles? So it's the King of Pentacles. Is it the Queen of Pentacles? No. Okay, so this is about, the read is about the guy. The King of Pentacles, who got the bad advice and took it. And blew up his entire life. It appears he's blown up his entire life. The goal. What he's working towards. Marriage. So he's working towards marriage. Why would he ask? Why would he just, oh well. Yeah, why would he, I'm afraid to do this in the middle of this part. Okay, question averted for the moment. Marriage, heartbreak, not happy, an ending and a new beginning, and love. The goal is this King of Pentacles. Well, yeah, I don't know. Spiritual guidance, maybe? Heartbreak, not happy, an ending, a new beginning. So a death and a rebirth, and love. I don't think the Hierophant is about being guided. Yeah, so he was being guided. Bull, plenty of material things. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. fox. December. That was on ending a new beginning. And carrot, opportunity or windfall. So there's something new coming in for this person. Yeah. So there's something new. And it looks like possibly December. What do you call it? Unknown. What's unknown or hidden? Somebody's got sleepless nights, regret, love, a new beginning in love, a tower, and a lot of work to do. Sleepless nights. Is this no new beginning? So, I don't know. Something about sleepless nights, worrying. They're worried. They're stressed. They can't sleep. It's getting better, but they're still having problems. And then we have regret, a new beginning in love, the tower, a lot of work to do, but no new beginning. Oh, sounds contradictory. April, claw, be careful, do not take risks. Mice, discord among family and friends. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Ant, work, achievement, and success. A lot of work to do. That's what I get out of the whole thing. That there's some concern, some worry, some stress, some strain. They're not in a position to maybe start something new. They've got a lot of work to do. Is this the King of Pentacles? You know, it's interesting because he's got the Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So it's all about love. But I don't get that there is any love here. Is the Queen, oops, is the Queen of... Oh, you know what? The Hierophant. I think that is... Yep. So sometimes the Hierophant can be deception or no deception if it's in the reverse. This is in the upright, and it is spiritual guidance wasn't making any sense. It could be guidance. It could be. I did get a yes, but I'm thinking it was deceptive guidance because we got heartbreak, not happy, and a rebirth or transformation, and love. There, it's better, huh? My eyes, my eyeballs are clean. Okay, so near future. The Lovers. Justice. Oh, marriage. Somebody's getting married. Somebody's getting married. Justice and the Four of Wands and no options with the Lovers. Somebody's getting married. And somebody is suspended, waiting. Letting go. Oh, letting go. Yep, letting go. So this person actually lost. That's what's going on here. They lost this person because they fucked around and found out. That's what happened. They took this child's advice. I don't know if this is a son or if it is a young friend or if it is just an immature person or I don't know. But they took advice from this person and they lost their person. The thing is, I don't know that they know that it was deception. Like, the person who gave them the advice knew what the outcome would be. They knew that if they gave this advice, it would cause a problem and the outcome would be what they wanted rather than what the person who was asking for the advice wanted or thought they wanted. Obviously, they didn't want it because if they did want it, they wouldn't have been asking for somebody's advice in the first place. They would have just known that that's what they wanted and they would have gone for it. But they didn't. They asked for somebody's advice and somebody who was younger and deceptive, who was hiding their deception. So they still, they have nobody to blame but themselves because they didn't know what they wanted. They had to ask advice from somebody. Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. Somebody's getting married. A stubborn, aggressive person. Who is getting married? A dog. Protection from a powerful friend. Letting go. So this person has to let go. They're not getting married. They have to let go. What to do? What to do? The girl is gone. Yep. 10 of Swords. Stabbed in the back. Something about having everything you need. Manifesting, maybe. Maybe manifest. Change. Yeah, Queen of Swords in the reverse. she's not interested. Maybe she's in love. Celebration, fun, enjoyment, tankard. Lion, time to act. Wheel of Fortune is change. May. Teardrop, great personal sorrow. Axe, forces working against you. She's gone. She's gone. Outside influence. King of Swords in reverse. This is the guy. Okay, this is the King of Swords in reverse, is the Page of Swords in reverse, grown up. And he's a liar. He's a liar. He doesn't care about morality. He doesn't care about your feelings. He's cold. He's careless. He doesn't care. Is this the King of Swords? No. Is this the King of Pentacles? No. So this is somebody else. This is another person. Need to know you have the power to go for it. Queen of Wands in reverse. And high emotion. And a King of Cups. God, there's a lot of people here. Okay. There's a lot of people here. King of Swords in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. King of Cups. Page of Swords. King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Hierophant. Which could be a person as well. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Sorry. The Empress, but I don't know that the Empress is actually a person. So, what to do? That means the King of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse are the same person. Yes. Okay. Oh. He's going to fake being a nice guy. Yep. That's what he's going to do. He's going to fake being a nice guy. Why is he going to fake being a nice guy? Something about work. Working with their hands. They want something. The King of Cups wants something. Yes, the King of Cups wants something. So this is a King of Swords who's a liar. Liar, kind of on the cold side. They're more in their head. They don't feel things. They think things. This being in reverse has a tendency to be a little bit more on the negative side. And it's saying basically that he is masking himself as a king of cups who is a very empathic, very nice, very compassionate person. And it has, the reason that he's doing this has something to do with working with their hands. There is a Queen of Wands here. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. High emotion, clouds, temporary problems. Oh, you are highly thought of. Yeah, so this King of Cups is a snake. he's faking. He's faking. He is trying. You know what? Is he trying to get this woman back? He is. So the woman that he lost over here as the King and Queen of Pentacles. The woman that he lost, he's trying to get her back. Oh. But he can't. Because she's in a relationship with a younger man. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. You are highly thought of. February. So maybe she started seeing him in February. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So, yeah. So it's already kind of like done because she's seeing somebody else. He is trying to get back this person that he lost over here. But is that deception for the Page of Swords or for the King of Swords or the King of Pentacles or the King of Cups? Okay, so he actually is deceptive as well. He was being deceptive in making her, or he is being deceptive. Maybe that's it. Because this is goals. So this is the past was he took bad advice, screwed up, he blew up his own good fortune. He blew up his own relationship. Now he's being deceptive. Because he's not happy where he is. He's not happy with what he's doing. Plenty of material things, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So he's trying to get her back. He's trying to get her back, but she has met somebody else. And so is this the Lovers? Is this the Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, so she's already met somebody else. It looks like she met him in February. If anybody wants to try this, they're going to have to try really hard because it looks like it's going very well. temporary problems, unsettled times. Yeah, and there's a good partnership is in the near future. So I'm thinking that is the yeah, he's finding out about a good partnership. So at this point, he is trying to be deceptive. He's trying to make this woman think that he loves her. He is trying to hide himself in the King of Pentacles or the King of Cups energy, which is love, empathy, compassion, kindness, and that's not who he is. He's actually really he's nowhere near that. He's nowhere near that. He's like, he's not a nice guy. 9 hopes and fears. Don't accept. So that's that she won't accept. Yes. So his hope or his fear is that this woman is not going to accept his offer of love. An Ace of Cups. So yes, new beginning in love. Outcome. Is this not focusing on the past? Yes, don't think about the past. Judgment. The devil. Not fulfilling. And the star. Well, looking at this pile right here, which is the good partnership, and looking at this pile right here, which is the energy, the incoming energy, or the outside influence, and this pile right here of the what to do, I would say he has absolutely no shot in hell, especially with the double energy up there. He's got judgment and the devil. And so, and it's all about the past. So looking at the past, it was in denial, refusing to accept. No, there was no good love feelings. There was no celebration. There was no, and it was a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles. So it really didn't go well. And there's double energy, which is, it could be fear, negativity, trying to control somebody. Control, I'm feeling the control. Like, you got the judgment, control, and not fulfilling with a star. Yeah, it was control. It was somebody trying to control another person. And that's what blew, well, that's what started this. But this person giving bad advice was like the tipping point, was the end of it. It was just bad energy in general. But ego energy, ego energy, controlling energy, negative energy. Yep. And they were doing it to a star. Yep. And they're hoping that will be overlooked, but it won't. She's already moved on. She's already moved on, met somebody else, she's getting married, she's happy, she's content. You will be playing a different role. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yep. January. This one over here says February. So there's a lot happening. family matters. A meeting with a stranger could be important. And I get the feeling that she's the star. Get back to basics. She's the star. She's the one that passed judgment. Yep. Passing judgment means, like on another person. We do it all the time. You're, on a job or something, and you don't like the morality or the ethics of the company that you work for, and you will pass judgment and quit. You'll say, I don't want to be associated with this. This is not fulfilling for me. I don't agree with these people. I am, not happy. I don't get up in the morning and I can't wait to get to work. It's one of those kinds of things. And you pass judgment and you make a decision. And that's basically what this person did. This person will not. They will look at the past. They will know, or they already feel like they don't have anything. That part of their life is gone. Part of their life is gone. I don't know how long this was between this and now, or if this has even happened yet. But whatever this split is between this King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, there really wasn't enough love there to hold it together. That he was being deceptive and saying, I do love you. I want to be with you, blah, 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 blah. But whatever the advice was, blew up in his face, turned into, and I think he knows it too, because we've got this card of not being defensive. It caused a lot of stress. He's not in the relationship now. And it's funny because now that I'm talking about him, which I think he was there yesterday, but it was all about these women. It wasn't about him. It was about the women struggling back and forth, and Spirit saying, we know, we're watching, we see what's going on, and we've got this. Don't concern yourself with it. Don't worry about making a decision between these two women, or because, yeah. And there was karma. There's some karma in here. There's a lot of karma in here. This is good karma though. Because this is a good partnership, marriage, letting go, karma. So it's positive karma. It's good karma. It looks really good. And unfortunately, this person probably shouldn't have listened. I'll tell you, guys, whenever it comes to, first of all, your kids weren't put on this earth to give you advice. There is something really freaky when parents are running to their kid for advice. Maybe there's a lot of parents out there that do that. I don't know. But I find it very strange. I would not do that personally. When I need something, advice-wise, I go to somebody more qualified, typically older. Doesn't have to be older, but they do have to be accomplished. So, like, I'm not going to go to my friend who's been married 6 times and ask for marriage advice. I'm going to go to my friend who's been married for 50 years and ask her for it, or him for marriage advice. You know, I'm not going to go to my daughter who hasn't dated more than maybe 5 guys and ask her marriage advice. Right? I'm not going to go to my daughter's friend and ask her marriage advice, especially if she's never been married, or even if she has been married. If she's been married and she's been married for 5 years, I would have to see just gushing, gobs of love and devotion and success to go to that person for advice. You don't go to somebody who's filing bankruptcy for financial advice. You go to somebody who you know has some kind of basis. You know, they know what they're talking about. And I wouldn't probably go to somebody, I'm kind of a tester, okay? I'll tell you exactly how I do it. I test people, you know, people that are in my life. I will ask them questions. I will ask for their advice. I may do it on, you know, many little things. Like I might do it on, you know, just insignificant things, just to see what answers I get and whether or not I agree with them. And I kind of file that in the back of my mind. And then when I really do need advice, when I'm really like in a place where I'm looking for somebody to give me advice, I remember the people that gave me the best answers to the stupid questions that I asked them over the years. Those are the people that I am most likely to go to and ask for advice. The people who have proven to me to have a brain and to have some kind of basis for, you know, or some kind of reason, like they've thought it through. They answered very logically. It made sense to me. It benefited me in some way. I will do that, and I will not say, you know, I don't like the advice you're giving me. I don't tell them that. I just won't go and ask them for advice when something serious comes up. I log it in my brain that this person is not somebody I want to get advice from in the future. And it works for me. Works for me. I pay attention. I listen to people. I look at people. I evaluate people. I gather information about people. I don't always talk about what I've determined about somebody. I'm kind of quiet about it, actually. That's how I am. I think a lot of people are like that. But I do know that nobody's going to go and get advice from a Page of Swords, unless they're maybe like the Page of Wands in reverse. That person might, but a King of Swords, King of Cups, no. These people are not going to do that. So, I apologize to anybody I confused yesterday. It did come back out today. Only today, it was all about the guy who asked for the advice rather than the women. So there's a couple women that are being affected by all this too. So it's obviously some kind of a third-party situation. Maybe fifth party because there's a lot of people here. And there's emotional upset, and there's a Queen of Wands in the reverse, which I didn't really even talk about. I'm guessing that this is another woman. I don't know. I'm going to pick this up and I'm not going to think about it because I don't want to read about this other woman. Love and blessings.